Good evening, everybody. Let's jump into the cockpit. It's a little bit noisy out here on the ramp. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Friday. Hope you've had a good week. Hope you're looking forward to the weekend. It's Friday. That means it is Aurora time. We're back in our Vancouver-based airline flying out of Canada. We're currently down in Denver, where we flew last time. Hope you're doing well, Kevin and Dark. See you in the chat there. So we are going to be flying from here up to Vancouver, making the return trip. Just over 3-hour flight time. Weather's not too bad. It's a little bit cool down here in Denver. It's about 6 degrees in Vancouver. Currently, it says it's 6 degrees here as well, so it's a bit warmer than I thought. Where I am in Toronto right now, it's about minus 18, so we're into a big cold spell at the moment. But the weather's good, nice clear skies, high pressure system, so everything should be nice. I don't know if Nick's flying with us today. I don't see him. I don't see an aircraft with his usual call sign in the thing, so not sure where he is. Anyway, we'll start getting set up here. We're in the 737-700, again, Aurora colors. And we'll get set up. Looks like we've got Nick and Dark flying with us today on VATSIM. So, let's start getting the aircraft set up. Parking brake is confirmed on. Battery switch is to on and guarded. Standby power to auto and guarded, and emergency exit lights are armed and guarded. 737-700. Ground power is on. If we come up here, we can see we are getting our volts and our frequencies. That's fine. Galley power, we'll make sure the galley is on for them in the back. Lights, we have the position lights on steady. IRSs. Oop. We'll come up here and there's left and right both now on nav. Come back down here. We're going to go to the fuel pumps. Or actually, before we do that, we're going to come down to the passenger signs, and we'll get the passenger signs. Seatbelt signs are on. Electric hydraulic pumps left and right are on. Yaw damper is on. Window heats are coming on both sides. We will get the APU up because it is cool out there. We're going to get some warm air moving in as soon as we can. Left aft fuel pump will come on. We'll get the low pressure light goes out. We will turn on the APU. We're going to wait for the low pressure light to come on. There we go, and then we will start it. It's going to take a second to go through its cycle here. And while we're waiting on that, what we can do is we can come down to here. I'm going to go to FS Actions. We're going to go to our fuel. We'll load in our fuel levels for today. So we are carrying 8,696 kilograms of fuel. That's 8696. So that is now in. For our payload, we want 62 tons. We're at 63. We have a full aircraft today, so I'm going to reduce to 1,000 in the forward. There we go, and 1,000. Hey, Nick. How's everything with you? And we want 62. We're just shy. So I'm going to add another 100 kilos in the rear, 62.0, which is our takeoff weight. Now turn up our panel brightness here, just for the contrast. And we'll pop up top. Gonna do the same for the overhead. There we go. And the APU is up and running, so APU generators, both sides are now on. APU bleed air is on. Packs 1 and 2 are now both on. And the isolation valve is open. None of your controls seem to work. Uh-oh. That's not good. Seems a little odd. Alright, down to the FMC we go. And we can start setting up the aircraft. So, position initialization. We'll come over here. We'll go to the next page. It is the 3rd of February, which means we're going to use the right GPS. And we'll enter that in. That is now in. And we'll come over to our route. We're going to request our flight plan. It is the company route, Denver to Vancouver. In and request. There's like a few people are having problems. Kevin had his big issue there. We'll load. And then once that's in, we can activate it. Now you're having a control issue. That's not good. Flight number for today, UKV 3037. So that is all now entered in. We can come over here to our legs. You can see our routing. It's a very short route. It's just a couple waypoints between the two legs with a couple 100 miles between each one. For our departure, we'll do a quick wind check. Oh, cockpit seems frozen. I have to restart twice. Ooh, that's not good. I had a issue a while ago. It turned out it was a livery, but yeah, I had multiple lockups and crashes and stuff. So as you can see, the winds are currently 210 at 11 knots. We're going to be using runway 25 today. And we're going off the DRATH, DDRTH1. And we'll go back to index and over to our arrivals in Vancouver. And for Vancouver, current weather there. The wind's 080 at 7, so we're going to plan the ILS for runway ILS Zulu 08 left. That's the one they tend to use for arrivals. And we're going to go off the Grizzle 7. And our waypoint that we have as we come in, our last one is Metau, is correct. And we will activate that. So if we come up here now, we can take a look. You can see our departure off 25. We're going to go out, be right turn. We're going to go out towards the mountains and come across the front of the mountains. Just go over to plan mode now. We'll take a look at our route. So we're going to come around the mountains and then skirt as we climb. And we're going to head out on those waypoints. And then we're going to come in down towards Vancouver, as you can see. It's going to come down this way, and then we're going to come around for the ILS, and we'll leave that vector in right now. Not sure if we'll have controllers there or not when we get there. We will take it from there, but everything is looking good. Let's clear that. And go back to plan. Go back there. So, that is all set up. We can now do our performance. Come down, grab our flight plan. So our gross weight for today's flight, we are 62.0. Planned fuel is 8.7. Our reserves for today's flight are 0.9 tons, flying with a cost index of 25. Our cruise level today is flight level 380. Average winds at cruise are supposed to be 2, 3, 4 at 41, so not too bad. It's going to be a bit of a side-on wind. And transition altitude of 18,000 feet is correct. We'll execute that, put it into the system, and we can come over to our N1 limits, which means we're going to bring up our calculator, which is linked to the description below, and I have a video on the site that shows you how to use it. And it's great for all sorts of aircrafts. I use it for the 737s, both the 7s and 800s, and the A310. Works with all of them. I'll import our weather. And get our weight in there, and we'll calculate. Alright, we have a cell temp today of 34 degrees. It is asking us for a TO1 at 22 KD rate, which is all good. Let's leave it on a climb 1. Coming over takeoff. It's going to be a flaps 5 departure. Again, don't forget we're a mile up already. 5,000 something feet, so we're going to be a little bit affected by that. Here's our trim. Is set. Runway remaining will be 6,500 feet. And we have a V1 of 134, a VR of 135, and a V2 of 137. Come over here, we can throw our winds in as well. 210 at 11. Now we'll just pop over and throw that in again. Alright, so that is all in and set. So back up with overhead since everything's aligned. Do our Mach speed warnings. There's our stick shaker stall warnings. Left side, right side. Didn't mean to spin the trim wheel. Come down here. We'll do our in-op test. Cautions are up. Warning panel and our lights. That's good. And our fire test. Cautions. Overheat, all 3 panels illuminated. That is good. And now our system test.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
All right. So we are set there. Come down here now and carry on. So altimeters, we are looking at 3022. Got a bit of a high pressure system out here on the west coast at the moment. Transponder is set to or will be set to 2,000. ATC here at Denver has gone offline, so that's fine. Fueling is complete, boarding is complete, and baggage loading is complete. So we can move on to our takeoff data. It is
We're on your time now.
V1 of 137, we got 135, or V2 of 137, V1 of
On behalf of the
132.
cabin crew, I'd like to welcome you aboard our flight. As you find your seat, be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. If you have trouble finding a location for any of your carry-on items, please use the flight attendant call
So we're going
button
to come up to
over
the
your
panel
seat.
here.
Somebody will assist you.
Landing altitude, we're
If
going to
the
set to
overhead bin is full after you put your carry-on inside of it,
5450, which
please
is the
close
airport
bin as a
elevation,
courtesy to other passengers.
in case we have
Once
to
all your
return.
items are put away, please
we're gonna
clear
set
the
our
aisle and sit
cruise
down in your
of
seat to allow other passengers to find their
380.
seats as well. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please
There we
leave
go.
the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card in the seat back in front of you.
FCP,
Please make sure you are willing and able to perform
runway
the actions
heading
required.
on runway
If you are not
25
able or prefer not to
is
perform these actions,
263
please
degrees.
let a flight attendant know so you can
So
be
we'll set
reseated.
that in.
Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once you depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets.
Our initial climb
Thank you, and
altitude
welcome
is going to
aboard.
be 23,000 feet. That's as per the SID. And let me just do a double check, but I do not believe there is any speed restrictions other than that. Nope. Zero is set. Flight directors are on both sides, and radios 122.8 is set. All right, so that's all done. Doors are closed. Everything is on board. Just gonna do our set here. So on my side, I'm going to go with traffic on, data and terrain, and centered terrain. There we go. Alright, so we're sitting here at Denver. We're going to push back out to the line, and we're going to taxi out this way, make a left turn, and taxi all the way down here to runway 25, and then we'll be taking off. We're then going to head out towards the mountains, turning to the north before them, and as we climb out, we'll be heading out to the north-northwest. Not sure where Dark is parked. Oh, there he is. Dark's flying United. I believe that's him. And then we've got Kevin over here in the WestJet. So we are ready to go. Throw on the anti-collision light so they know we're out here. Getting ready. All the ground equipment is cleared. Doors are closed. Come down here. Remove the chocks. We're on ground power already, so that's fine. We're just connecting all that. I think we're ready to get set up for our push. We're going to request pushback. It's going to be tail left, nose right. Oh, there he is. He's got the pin in hand.
Hello, Captain. We're ready for pushback.
Sounds good. Yeah, I noticed it was kind of big, so I did a double check when I looked. And I've seen you as the baby one before. Now, it could be because I removed all the AIG liveries. And
Departure check completed.
I'm basically
Bypass
using
pin
the
inserted.
FTL one, or the FS LTL. So that could be why. Although I think I'm going to get the other one as well, just so I have those models. So we'll see. Here comes the tug. And we are at B28, I think it is, if I remember right. Yep, B28. It says so right on the terminal.
Locking gear.
I could be bothered trying to keep updating the AIG ones, so I just took them out. I want to go nose left facing, facing west on green.
Release parking brakes.
Denver area traffic, Skyways 3037 gate, Bravo 28, pushback and start facing west on green, Denver.
Release parking brakes.
Oh.
Release parking
I
brakes.
forgot that doesn't release them into 737. Gotta do that.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright. So we're going to go back up to the top. Fuel pumps for all the engines are going to come on. We are not carrying, or we are carrying fuel in the center tanks. So we'll put the center tanks on as well. Packs are now off, and ignition mode selector is set
Good
to
afternoon,
both.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 3037 with service to Vancouver. Our flight time will be roughly 2 hours and 37 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you
We are
make
clear
sure
of
that
the
all
equipment,
devices are in airplane
starting
mode and your larger
engine
devices
number
are now
2.
shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
And we have rotation. Fuel's coming on.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected
Waiting for the
turbulence.
breakers.
There are several emergency
There's
exits on this aircraft.
Cutout,
Familiarize
starting
yourself
engine
with
number
the
1.
emergency exits on this aircraft. Please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front
Set
of you.
parking brakes.
In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you.
And
If we need
parking
to
brakes
evacuate
are
the
set.
aircraft,
Confirmation for
there is
good
lighting on
engine
the floor
start.
to guide you towards the exit. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you and place it firmly over your nose and mouth.
Fuel.
Secure the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Oxygen is flowing to the mask and you can breathe normally. If you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one, but secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you it's safe to remove it. In the unlikely
new
event of
radios
a water
they've put
landing,
in.
a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or
Nice little
between the
upgrade.
armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tight. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting
And
the
there's starter
aircraft.
cutout.
If it doesn't inflate automatically, you may blow into the mouthpiece for manual inflation. Each vest is equipped with a whistle and a light. If you need to, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary
And
inflation device.
looking good.
Please make sure to exit the aircraft as soon as possible and leave your belongings. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger
Cockpit to
devices
ground.
must be
We have a
turned off
good
and
engine
secured at
start.
all times.
You can disconnect.
Going
Please
overhead.
securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened in seat backs and tray tables
Generators.
in their full upright position.
1
We
and 2
remind you
are
that
now
this is a
on.
non-smoking
Engine
flight.
1 and 2
Tampering
start
with, disabling, or
switches
destroying
to
the smoke
continuous.
detectors located in the
Probe
laboratories is
heats
prohibited by
coming
law.
on.
All of this information and more can be found in the
Anti-ice
safety
not
card located
required.
in the seat
Engine
back in front of
bleeds.
you. We suggest
1
reading
and
this
2
and letting a cabin
on.
member know if you have
Packs
any questions.
left and
Thank you
right
for
are
flying with us
on.
again, and we
Recirc
hope you
fan.
enjoy your flight.
2 auto isolation valve.
Unlocking
Auto
gear.
APU bleed off. APU is off.
Denver traffic. United 1549, stand Bravo 36 west, pushback start facing west.
Flaps 5 for takeoff on this one. Flaps 5 set. Elevator trim
Tow truck disconnected.
6.58.
Left is
5.
clear. Right is clear.
6.5. System page up. Full left, full right, neutral, full forward, full back, neutral, full left rudder, full right rudder, neutral. It's good. Engine instruments checked. Oh, there's the guy. Show me the pin. Alright, good. Thumbs up. Thanks for your help today. You're good to go. I'm going to arm LNAV, VNAV.
Denver traffic, Southwest Boeing 738, pushing back from Charlie 34, Denver traffic.
Huh. Where is my LNAV, VNAV not arming? Interesting.
We're prepared for takeoff.
Oh, maybe it's because I didn't put the auto throttle on? No? Oh, we'll figure it out. Warning recall is done. Taxi light is on. Auto brakes are set to RTO. Denver area traffic, Skyways 3037, taxiing via Green 4 Whiskey Golf to runway 25. Cycling flight directors. Thank you, Mr. Kevin. There we go. Brakes released, and away we go. And as you can see, always remember, it is
Denver traffic, West 1
high altitudes out here.
6, traffic west.
A lot of power needed to get us moving.
Denver traffic, good afternoon. Pacific 2905 is a citation jet. Dallas General Aviation, taxiing to runway 17 right via Mike 10, Denver.
All right. So beautiful, clear skies. You can see all the way up to the Rockies. I know I hit a button there, and I heard something click, and that must have been what caused that issue with the autopilot mode selector. For whiskey here and out to Gulf. It's like 6 runways here at Denver, 4 east-west, 2 north-south. Usually multiple runways are in use at one time, so you can have west and south departures on a couple of them, with couple others being used for arrivals. Denver being a fairly big hub out in the western part of the U.S. Alright, so this is Alpha November. We want the next one, which is golf. I believe. It's hard to see. This is like the edge of the edge of the line. Oh, might have gone to the wrong one. That's fine. It's the edge between two different maps.
WestJet 19 Tango, this is United 1549. Can you just give us an estimate how long before you taxi?
We're just unlocked the gear, so we won't be long for WestJet 19 Tango.
We're on Foxtrot now. It's okay. We'll take this down to the end and go back to golf. More power to get her moving. Oh, we should have been on, yeah, that one there. See, this one comes to an end. Familiarity with the airports helps as well.
Denver traffic, Pacific 295-6, taking off runway 17 right, Zimmer 3 departure, Shindy, transition time to flight level 370, Denver.
So tomorrow we're doing a Ward Air flight. I'll start at 1400 Zulu. We're flying out of Puerto Vallarta, down in Mexico.
Denver traffic, WestJet 19 Tango is taxi.
And we're heading to Toronto.
Zero and Gulf. Denver.
And then on Sunday,
Denver traffic, Southwest 738, taxiing to runway 25.
Sunday we're looking at doing, well, sort of a series, flights here and there.
Denver traffic, United
Weekends
1549,
when I'm
taxi
available.
via Green Hotel Alpha Alpha Golf, only shot 25.
We're going to be doing cargo flights. And there'll be multiplayer, just so we don't have to worry about VATSIM and being on VATSIM for several hours because of the length of the flights. They are long-haul cargo flights. I think Kevin and I are going to be flying the A310s in cargo mode. But yeah, we're going to start on Sunday. I've got some routes that kind of like circle the world on these cargo flights. The first leg is not too bad. It's only a couple hours, but we're going to fly it out of on Sunday. It'll be Sunday evening because I have a meeting at midday. But usually they'll start in the morning and they'll go. The longest flight, and I have to see if the A310 can do it, is listed at 13 hours 15 minutes. It'll be an interesting one. We'll see how that goes, but again, that's why we're doing it on multiplayer, so if there's issues or whatever, it's not going to impact anything. Plus it gives you a chance to get up to go do things. Can't expect someone to sit at their computer for 15 hours in a day just staring at a screen. Not when you're not at work, anyway. Okay, so we are taxiing down. Everything seems to be set up and ready to go. The other guys are on their way. As per usual, once we're climbing up towards cruise altitude, we'll sit back, throw on the in-flight entertainment, open up the galley and the drinks cart.
Now the moment.
Alright, so there's the runway dead ahead. So I'm going to check our fuel flow. Fuel flow is good even on both sides. V-speeds are checked. V1 of 132, VR 135, V2 of 137. And the MCP is set. Flight nav data has been checked. Radios are set. We're on Unicom and good to go. So this flight's basically going to take us to the northwest, up over the mountains, over Utah, Washington State, and into Vancouver.
Denver Southwest 955 tax 25 via Gulf.
Alright, so we're here. Position lights will go to strobe and steady. Taxi light off. Turn off lights are on. Landing lights are on. Transponder is on. Traffic is already set. Runway is confirmed. And we are good to go. Denver traffic skyways 3037, line up runway 25. Approach path is clear. Slight crosswind there, but that's not too bad. So it's coming around a little bit more south, but there should be about a 50-degree crosswind. It's only a few knots. All right, brakes are set. Clock is running. Engines to 40%. Denver area traffic skyways 3037, departing runway 25 on the DDRTH1 departure, Denver. Alright, brakes are released. Takeoff power is set. I wanted to say Darth, but, you know, gotta be professional.
We're Vatson pilots.
Southwest 738 lining up on
80%. Or 80%, 80 knots.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
Positive rate of climb.
Gear up. Autopilot is on. Command. VNav. Nose is coming down for acceleration.
Denver traffic, Southwest 420, last mile 25, headed west to Vegas. Have a good day.
And we're through flaps 1. There's 220 knots, flaps up, speed checked.
Denver traffic, United 1541 line runway 25.
And linear trucks in transit cleared. Over here. There you go. A 10,000 foot restriction until Mugby, which is 3 miles away. And then after that, it's all minimums. There's outer areas of Denver.
Denver traffic stop was 2005 on a base 10416 right.
And we're through. We're going to start climbing. There's 10,000 feet. I'm going to leave the landing lights on until about 15. That'll be 10,000 feet above the ground. Starters can go back to normal auto brake off.
Denver traffic,
Rear
United
lever off.
1541 departing runway 25 on the off departure.
Flaps are fully retracted. Cabin is pressurizing normally. Beautiful view of the mountains there.
Denver traffic, Tango is number 25, waiting to separation from our contact.
Kind of skirting around here. I'm going to head off this way until we're higher and then angle off to the west.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices. This is also a
Dial
reminder
in
to
our
use your
final
seatbelt
cruise
fasten while you're
altitude.
seated and do not congregate in the galley or near the
380.
lavatory.
So all our restrictions from this point on are above, so it's 12,000 or above, 14,000 or above, 16,000 or above, which all works very well. We're well above that, climbing out steadily. Fairly clear of traffic as well, so that is not a concern. Okay, there's 17,000 feet. The landing lights can come off. Center fuel tanks are empty, so we're just going to shut those pumps off. So just going down the checklift, gear is up. Autopilot is on, command A, auto brake is turned off, gear lever is off, engine mode start switches are off, turn off lights are off, flaps are retracted, cabin pressure is checked. Altimeter, that's us through 18,000 feet over to standard pressure, landing lights are up, and the seatbelt signs can now go off.
seatbelt sign. You can knock it up and move around the cabin. However, we ask that you keep your seatbelt fastened when needed in case of unexpected turns.
All right, so see that dark's up, I'm up, just waiting on Kevin to get up. Alright, a little bit of cloud out there, not too bad. These guys are pretty clear as the mountains. I am sure there's more snow in Denver than this, although the 6-degree temperatures, maybe not. Airport down there. That's the Fort Collins Airport, Fort Collins, Colorado, KFNL. And there's our turn there. So we're going to take a seat in the back. We'll get the entertainment up and going. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. We may have ATC on our arrival. There's a bunch up in Vancouver. Hopefully they'll still be there when we get there. And yeah. We'll be back on the mic for our briefing and descent. Till then, I'll be in the chat. Enjoy the flight, and we'll talk to you soon.
everyone there. The world's at the fair. From France to Australia, from Maine to Westphalia, oh, everyone's there. You're sure to meet Tom, Dick, and Harry, and maybe the one you'll eventually marry. If you should be there, you'll never regret it, and never forget it, for the whole world has a fair.
Come on, Miranda.
All right, Elmer.
I never seen the like.
Never did. Great.
Well, look at there. Wonderful. What's this? Oh. Wonderful. Must be homes built by the weight.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh, look at there, Miranda.
Oh, ain't that wonderful?
Nope. Gosh, I'm kind of thirsty. How about you?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well.
look at that. Oh. Well, I never. Fresh, too. Well. Think I'll tidy up a bit.
Uh-huh. See you later, Elmer.
All right, Randy. Well, what are you tarnishing? Hey! Look out there, what you doing? Yeah, oh. Oh. Thanks. Coleman kind of cheeky with you. Oh. Some service. Yep. Oh. There you are.
Huh? Oh. Well.
starting our in-flight service. We'll be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look at your seat back for a list of complimentary food and drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. If you wish to make an additional purchase, we only accept credit cards.
He can land. He can't land. We have a ceiling of 300 and a visibility of about 6 inches.
Out in a storm with a sick baby on board.
Well, Dick's that kind of a guy. There ain't another guy who can make it.
He hasn't made it yet.
Oh, he's been in tougher spots than this. You know that. I ain't worried.
Any guy that makes a late parachute jumps like you do hasn't got sense enough to be worried.
Lakeview to Bennett. Bennett? Go ahead, Bennett.
Coming in.
You can't come in. Ceiling 300, visibility 1/8 of a mile. Over to Port Dover.
Short of gas. Going to land.
It's like soup down here, Bennett. Keep on the other field. I'm coming through. Get out the gray car. Here, put this on.
Take care of yourself, honey.
Mr. Bennett, I don't know how to thank you.
Forget it. Good luck to the little girl.
You big phone, no use scared us to
You
death
better
that
check
time.
up on those motors. They're burning too much gas.
Right.
Say, I got a great idea for that new plane of yours.
Come on, you need some coffee.
Hey, how about some service? What do you got to eat?
Throttle down, I'm coming.
We got distinguished company.
Don't tell me it's the great Mr. Bennett.
Hello, Mary.
Hello, what do you have?
Coffee. Me too. And don't forget...
This cream.
Right. Boy, you had me scared to death. From now on, there'll be no more flying till after the Stanley Cup races. We're taking no chances.
Do you really think the plane is ready?
I know it is. This is what we've been dreaming about for years. You flying the ship that I built.
We've got a lot of money into it, Bill.
Now, don't worry about it. Well, we got 3 standing offers for the plans. If we win, we're all set.
How does the competition look?
Well, you got a load of the competition parked in our hangar.
What do you mean?
Oh, a dame barges in with a ship today. I'm telling you, she's got everything on there but a calliope. You know, one of those Miss Millions out looking for a thrill? Why, at the field, they've frankly laid out a red plush carpet for her.
Who built the plane?
Oh, I don't know. It's some sort of a foreign thing. You know, the American era slogan, made in America, spent in Europe. Wait till you see it. Why, she's got gold knobs on the controls.
With lace curtains on the windows?
I got $10 that she looks like a ham sandwich. Hey, buddy, Pass the sugar. Hey! What was the idea of that?
Compliments from the ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich, eh? I'll take that $10 bet.
Let me have a napkin, Mary.
Oh, what happened?
Nothing. And a fresh cup of coffee.
I said I'd take that bet.
Hey, Carter wants us to go over to the hangar tomorrow and take a look at those 2 ships he's going to sell to the Russians.
You're not trying to change the subject, are you?
I said Carter wants us to come over to the hangar tomorrow and look at those 2 ships he's going to sell to the Russians.
Okay, we'll go to the hangar tomorrow and look at those ships.
Looks like you're going over to a hangar and look at some ships.
Well, Dick, what do you think of it?
Carter, she's a pippin. You've got things on there I've never seen in a plane before.
Would you like to fly it?
I sure would.
Why can't you? Can you get out of your contract with Consolidated?
No, have to fly their transports for the next 6 months.
I'll say he does. Frankly, took the President of the United States to get permission for him to fly our ship in the Stanley Trophy race.
Well, how's it coming?
Fastest thing around. This guy in the cockpit. Say, we got to get back there.
Yeah. Thanks, Carter, for the offer.
Well, think it over. I'm giving a little informal party tonight for the boys up at my place. Sort of a send-off before the races. I'll expect you boys up.
Thanks, but...
We'll be there.
So long.
So long, Carter.
So long.
Well, about time you put it in the pants. What held you back?
Get when?
Too much fog.
Oh, I got something over here that'll fix that fog.
Well, hello, Major. Glad to see you.
Edwards, I'm glad to see you again.
Major, I'd like you to know Dick Bennett.
How do you do, Major?
Butler.
Pleasure, Mr. Bennett. It's a pleasure, I'm sure.
What do you have?
Oh, a Scotch and soda, please.
I don't care for anything, thank you.
Bring me a glass of water, please.
Edwards, I ever tell you...
Yes, Major. You did.
I did. Yes, I did. Well, Bennett hasn't heard it. When I was in the Philippines...
Major, I told you.
You did. Yeah, that's...
Oh, thanks. Oh, Carter. Show Dick your view from the terrace.
Yes, come along.
Hey, shoot it, Major. You don't know what I got you out of when I got you out of the Philippines.
I can imagine.
Who is that with Bill Edwards?
That's Dick Bennett.
And who may he be?
Don't you read the papers?
Pardon me, boys. I'll be with you in a minute.
Right.
Hey, this is a nice place Carter has here.
Sure is. Nice party, too. Hey, look out, Dick. You'll get dizzy up so high.
You're right. That's too much altitude for me.
Hello, William.
Bill to you. How are you? Miss Van Every, meet Dick Bennett.
How do you do, Mr. Bennett?
Dick's going to pilot my ship in the Stanley Trophy race.
Congratulations. I've been reading about it.
Say, how about a drink? Come on, Dick, let's get a drink.
Thanks, I'd love it.
You would?
The Baron is going to fly my plane
Which one?
for the special job.
How do you like it?
Very much indeed.
You're going to have a lot of stiff competition.
Well, I always welcome competition in everything. Hello, Gail.
Hello, Lyle. I want you to know Baron Hagar.
How do you do, Baron?
How do you do?
Say, I'm in the break. I've got to sing a tune. I hope you'll bear with me.
Hello, darling. Hello, Jean. Miss Van Avery, I want you to know Baron Hagar. How do you do? Don't miss this Baron. It's
Excuse me.
Jack. Introduce me to those 2 men.
Dick?
Yes, Dick. And the other one.
I'll do that.
Come on, let's get out of here before they see us.
I don't mind being seen.
Come on, let's get out of here.
You're an old heartbreaker.
Well, never had much success with you.
Dick. Miss Strong, Dick Bennett.
How do you do, Miss Strong?
How do you do?
And this is Bill Edwards.
I didn't quite catch the name.
Strong. My compliments. It was splendid of you bringing that child through the storm last night.
It wasn't anything, just a routine flight. I phoned this morning. The little girl's going to be all right.
I'm awfully glad.
Won't you join us?
Thank you.
May I get you something?
No, not now.
Sit down, Dick. I'm going to mix one.
Miss Strong, Apple. Bill, do you think? Nice out here, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it is. Oh, it's the prettiest penthouse in New York. Oh, that's Lyle's new song. You'll like it.
I don't carry military weapons. high. Every season you're the reason I am in love, and in a very military manner. I am marking time, 'cause I know that I'm first in line in the grand old army of lovers who are marching to you. Marking time, 'cause you know that I'm lost in charms when I do the shoulder arms with you in the Lovers Review. I drill myself on love technique so I can be at ease instead of at attention, 'cause you know, my dear, I aim to please. Marking time, and at my first chance I'll salute you, because I'm fired with romance, and I've gotta have, and I've gotta have, and I've gotta have you.
Me, myself, and I are all in love with you.
Oh, do you sing?
No, I'm a dancer.
So I suspect.
Lyle, play for me, will you? Me, myself, and I are all in love with you. We all think you're wonderful, we do. Me, myself, and I have just one point of view. We're convinced there's no one else like you. It can't be denied, dear. You brought the sun to us. We'd be satisfied, dear, if you belonged to one of us. So if you pass me by, 3 hearts will break in two. 'Cause me, myself, and I are all in love with you.
Gail, you're just full of surprise.
That was delightful.
Thank you so much. And you, Mr.
Edwards.
Oh, yes. Did you like it?
I think you sing pretty fair.
Well, it's very generous of you. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
You didn't care for my dance.
Not
Is there anything you do care for in particular?
Not particularly.
Would you mind getting me a glass of water?
How long has this been going on?
Second round.
Man, they're practically engaged.
Thank you. I like your friend Dick Bennett.
Oh, you mean old Chatterbox?
He is rather quiet, isn't he?
And he speaks with plainness. When he talks, he really says something.
Well, you know the old saying, it's better to remain silent and thought a fool than to talk and remove all doubt. Oh, Sibyl. Just out of curiosity, why do you disapprove of me?
Well, I'll tell you. I don't like people who go to Europe and toss their money around like it was confetti.
It's my money. I can do what I like with it.
Oh, sure, that's your privilege. It's the old routine. Fast horses, fast cars, and now fast planes.
I happen to be interested in aviation.
You're only interested in owning a plane. You don't care whether it's safer, more reliable, or faster. Oh, no. You own a ship, and yet you haven't got what it takes to fly it.
Meaning nerve?
Meaning nerve. You know, when I was a kid, there were two kinds of girls. Those that would jump off the barn and those that wouldn't. Personally, I prefer those that would.
And you think I wouldn't?
Why don't we bury the hatchet?
Where, in my neck?
Hey, you forgot your water.
Hiya, gents. Hey, I got that supercharger installed.
Supercharger? Yes, I've got the usual double supercharger, but I've added an exhaust-driven turbo supercharger. Hey, how long is that kiddie car going to be parked in here?
I don't know, until after the races, I guess. I've had a couple of talks with the young lady. She's all right.
Oh, she is.
Say, Pokey, have you checked the carburetors on my ship?
Yeah, it wasn't the carburetors, it was the magnetos. Hey, what kind of mechanics they got out there in Kansas City anyway?
Quiet ones like you.
Yeah. What?
What's wrong with it? Looks all right to me.
Looks like a banana split with marshmallows to me.
Hello, Pokey.
Oh, how do you do, Miss Strong?
This is the great Mr. Pokey, who scares everybody half to death with his daily parachute jump.
Oh, now, Miss Strong, my real name is Henry Wadsworth Schultz.
Mr. Schultz, someday you will wait too long before you pull that cord, my friend.
Oh, Dick. This is, Dick Bennett.
We met last night.
Well, this is Bill.
Yes, we've also met.
Excuse me, I will look at the plate.
You must have learned your heel clicking in Peoria.
Oh, no. I picked that up when I was presented at court.
Court? Who bailed you out?
Ha! One for the lady.
Bill, this is assuming the proportions of a Kentucky feud.
Yeah, cut it out, will you, Bill? Hand me that wrench.
Oh, oui, monsieur. Avec plaisir.
Glad to have seen you again, Mr. Bennett.
Is that a nice way to talk to a lady?
Ah, forget it and get back to work.
No, sir, not me. This is my hour off for my music lesson. I'm going up in the clouds in my little umbrella where the atmosphere is not so sizzling. Why don't you try one of these jumps? It might jar some of that sarcasm out of you. Your marksmanship's bad, too.
There's old Oyster McCoyster now. That son of a gun's had everybody scared to death for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Ought to make a swell feature for the Sunday edition.
Yeah. That screwball gets a kick out of taking your liver and shoving it right up in your throat when you're watching him. He's supposed to dump over a bag of flour as he falls, so I can keep on snapping him on the way down before he pulls the cord. Same old maniac.
One of these days they're going to dig him out of the ground. But I make him cut it out after the meet. Still good a mechanic to be doing that sort of thing.
My daily supply of goose flesh. I never miss seeing the little boy jump off the barn.
Yes, it does take a little intestinal fortitude to dive off the wing of a plane at 15,000 feet, doesn't it?
Yes, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
There he goes.
Look at that guy sail. Come on, Pokey. Open up, you crazy fool.
feet between him and the ground when he pulled that string. I'm a wreck.
Well, he can have all he wants of it.
What's the matter with Pokey? Trying to commit suicide? 4 seconds more and we'd have to pick him up with a sponge.
I love to watch him, but it's unfair to organized spectators.
Say, I'm Morgan of the Daily Review.
Review? Oh, I'm Henry Wadsworth Schultz. Will you drape that chute around your neck, Pokey?
How long you been making these jumps?
Oh, well, when I was a little boy,
Yeah,
we know. You fell on your head.
Why'd you take up parachute jumping?
Oh, well, I've always wanted to be
Hold
a
this way
parachute.
just a little bit. There you are. How'd you feel after your first jump?
Oh, it's...
You kind of hold your head at this angle. There, just like that. There you are.
Well, wait a minute. Hold your horses. Miss Strong, look. Gee, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was you.
Hello, Pokey.
Hello. Phil isn't here.
No, I know. I came to see you.
You did?
Uh-huh.
Well, can I offer you anything?
Got any more of that?
Well, sure. Do you want some?
Why not?
I don't know.
Here you are.
Thank you.
That's Bill.
Yes, I know.
Great guy. You know, Bill's daffy about you.
He has a funny way of showing it.
Oh, that's just his way. If he didn't like you, he'd be nice as pie to you.
Well, that's an original idea anyway. How's the plane, Pokey?
Oh, the plane. Gee, it's swell. It's a Lulu.
Uh-huh. Where's the money coming from?
Well, you know, Bill and Dick got every cent they own in the world in that plane, and I have too. I cashed my last Liberty Bond the other day. You know, Bill's got at least a half a dozen of his own gadgets on that plane, and they're going to revolutionize airplane building if they work out.
If they work out.
Everything Bill's got, he's had to fight for. He's had to sprint and save and fight and bully and bluff to get that airplane together.
I think I'm beginning to understand him a little. I love you, Bill. Well, who's that?
Why, that's Bill's sister.
Oh, isn't she pretty? Have you any pictures of yourself, Pokey?
Oh, sure. Millions of them. Here. Oh, gee, excuse me. I'm sorry about the chaise lounge. You see, that's where I sleep when Dick's here.
Now, don't mind me. Come on, let's see the pictures.
Yeah, sure. Here you are.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, that's me right when I landed in the middle of a herd of wild bulls.
What for?
Well, it just seemed to be the thing to do at the time.
Well, here's a parachute on water. Where are you?
I'm 6 feet under the parachute. How in the world did that get in there?
Oh, it takes a lot of fortitude to jump, doesn't it, Pokey?
Huh?
Courage.
Oh, no. No, nothing to it. You see, all you do is just bail out and count 10 and then grab the ring. The ring's right over your heart.
My heart would be up in my throat.
Yeah, well, then you'd probably grab your throat and choke yourself to death. You know, I thought of that right out of my head.
You're wonderful.
Oh, look. Hey. Simple.
You know, seriously, Pokey, that's why I came up here. Can I do that?
Why do you want to do it?
Oh, I have a reason.
Well, there's no dough in it. I mean, you can't make any money.
I don't want to make money. I want to make one jump, that's all. Just one jump.
So, I think if I can get it for $40, we'll have something, but...
Well, hello. This is a surprise.
Yes, fancy seeing me here.
Yes, fancy.
Did you come over to see how the poor folks live?
Oh, not exactly. I came over to see Pokey and some of his parachute jumps. He spent most of the time talking about the great you and your ship.
Did he show you the plans for our ship?
What was that?
Or maybe you were interested in taking away my best mechanic.
Well, I guess that's my cue for a takeoff. Nice to have seen you again. Goodbye, Pokey.
You ought to be poked in the nose. What do you mean accusing her of trying to steal the plans for the ship and take me away from you?
Figure it out for yourself.
What's it all about?
Just the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
I'm afraid you're right. Hey, you see me? I just landed. That's all there is to it. Simple, huh?
See, that's an arch.
Well, of course it's an art. Now, I'll give it to you in one easy lesson. Here, hold this. There. Now, the only thing a parachute jumper worries about is how he's going to hit.
So is everybody watching you.
Well, sure, that's the idea.
Now, hold everything. You're getting me dizzy.
Yeah, me too. Now, there are lots of pleasant possibilities, like twisting an ankle on a loose bone, and then you gotta dodge trees and buildings and high-tension wires.
Yeah, well, suppose your chute doesn't open.
Oh, well, then you got nothing else to worry about. Oh, but wait a minute. That's the only thing a parachute jumper doesn't worry about. Here it is. First you jump. You count 10. You pull the ring on your left chest. And then you wait until you're close enough to the ground, and you begin to maneuver your shroud rope.
Oh, nice word.
Yeah, just like I showed you. First on one side and then on the other until you hit the spot you're aiming at. Say, it's the simplest thing in the world. I have sailed from one side of the field to the other while I was dropping.
Well, listen, how do you figure how long to wait in your delayed opening jump?
Oh, well... Hey, don't you try anything like that when you're up there.
Oh, don't worry, I won't.
Now, look, I've got it figured out like this on paper. A body falls at the rate of 120 miles an hour, which is 1,000 feet every 8 seconds. All I do when I jump is just start counting until I figure I'm far enough down, and then I pull the call. Simplest thing in the world. Here, I'll give it to you in a nutshell. Now, look. Zing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you are. You got it?
I got it.
Hey, Bill, you gonna take off?
Yeah. Better go to the factory and get a new brake pedal.
Oh, well, I think she's all right, but you better get a little altitude before you start out.
Okay, Pokey.
Going silly?
Wait till you see what happens. Bill said she didn't have any intestinal fortitude. She's going to do a parachute jump.
What the damn hell is Bill trying to do? Look at that.
Why, that crazy fool, that girl's going to get hurt.
If she does, it's your fault.
Did you see his face? Was he worried?
He doesn't like her much. Boy, the war is on.
And how? Oh, that ain't no way to make a spot landing.
Terrific.
You little brat, you. You're the most asinine person I've ever met.
Oh, I bet you say that to all the girls.
Bailing out of a plane without even knowing how to do it.
Well, at least I didn't light in a ditch.
Well, you could have broken your neck.
So could the little girl that jumped off the barn. Well, aren't you going to help me down?
You got in this. Suppose you get out of it.
Hey, mister, give me a puff.
Come on, get out of that tree, you young Tarzan, you. Come on.
Well, now, no, none of your tricks.
Come on.
Oh, you're so good to me.
Do you know what you're doing? I hope so. And very nice, too. A lot better than kissing hands. So, first you tried to kill my fiancée, and now you're kissing her. Your fiancée? Nice work. I understand she's worth $20 million.
Why didn't you tell him how it happened? The night I said yes, there was moonlight. Champagne.
Do you regret it, darling?
I said I'd marry you if you win the race.
Well, have you any doubt I will do it?
Plenty.
So, you think I won't win that race, huh?
And a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the Stanley Cup races, and what races they are. The sun is shining, the clouds are riding high, but not too high for those fearless boys in the air. And there they go, the Honeycomb trio, executing a triple. Did you ever see more perfect timing? But here they go. Three boys, three wings, one man. It's really something of a
hour ago.
He wouldn't do a thing like this.
Wait a minute, I'll telephone, see if we missed him.
Okay.
Hello, let me talk to the field. He's not there? No message? Thanks. No sign of him. You go on. If he shows up, I'll bring him over in the car.
Got about 5 minutes before you. Everything all right? Check my left face, please.
The strong American Harris has become well known in aviation circles. Here comes another entry in the Stanley Cup race. The Edwards Meteor, which will be flown by Dick Bennett, famous transport pilot of Consolidated Airlines. Bill Edwards, designer...
Where's the pilot, Mr. Edwards? I don't know.
...stepping out of the cockpit. The ensuing race will be watched with interest by government officials, heads of aviation companies, soldiers, sailors,
Can't find Dick Bennett. Will you hold up the race? Not a chance.
It's Bill.
Only 15 minutes. I know he'll be here by then. I'm sorry, we have to run this meet on schedule. If you want to enter your plane in the race, you have to leave right on the dot. All right, I'll fly it myself. You have a dual permit.
Oh, that's funny. I wonder if anything's wrong.
Bill!
What happened?
Baron sluggy.
Well, what for?
I don't know. He must have been doing something to the plane.
Well, Bill's gonna fly that plane. We gotta stop him. Could you make it?
Sure, I'm okay. Let's go.
Attention, please. If Dick Bennett is in the stands, will he kindly come to the judges' box at once?
There he goes. Good luck to a daring flyer.
Attention, please. Attention, please. There is a change of pilots on plane number 5 at the starting line.
Dick Bennett,
driver? I don't want to speak.
which instead will have Bill Edwards, designer and builder, controls himself. He's climbing into the cockpit. In just a minute, he will be away.
Bill's gonna fly his own plane.
Bill's not a racing pilot. I wonder what happened to Dick.
There goes Bill Edwards. Building of this plane at Lakeview Airport nearby.
Judge,
What is it, Bennett?
I want to enter a protest against Baron Haggard.
Why? What happened? Haggard knocked Dick out.
Oh, oh.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I found Dick in the hangar.
Eyes and ears tell us these boys are smashing all existing speed records. Racing history is being made today. Wow, it's going to seem awfully tame.
Please call in my plane.
Yes, Miss Strong.
Thank you.
Everything that's humanly possible is being done, Dick. You know that.
But he's been unconscious for 4 days.
Here's the nurse.
Nurse, what does the doctor say? The doctor will be out in just a moment.
Mrs. Almight?
No, it isn't, Miss Gale. Honest it isn't. You couldn't help it.
Yes, I could. I brought Hager to America.
Hager will get his.
That doesn't help Bill much.
If I could only see Bill, if I could only talk to him. There's so much he doesn't understand. Doctor, how is he?
He can't live over 48 hours.
Oh, there must be someone somewhere who can help him.
If he were in England, there might be a chance.
What do you mean?
Dr. Crowder of London has just perfected a serum for cases like this.
You say he'll live 48 hours?
I would say so.
Jack, I want your plane.
What are you going to do with it?
I'm going after that serum.
All right, you can have it, but I'm going with you.
Dick, to London and back, it's impossible.
You love that fellow in there, don't you? So do we.
Come on, Jack, let's go.
How much you putting on?
How much you'll take?
How much gas do we got?
Also take, Dick. They're filling it up. 1,300 gallons.
So long, Porky. See you day after tomorrow.
So long, Dick.
Hey, Dick. Bring me back a pound of tea, will you?
Okay.
So long, fellas. Happy landing.
Boy, she sure is a honey.
Certainly is a lot different from the old days, isn't it, Dick? When ships used to be made of cheesecloth, baling wire, fishing pole. I wouldn't taxi one of those crates on the ground on a bet today with a parachute on.
All eyes are centered upon the flight of Dick Bennett, crack pilot for the Consolidated Airlines, who planed out this morning for London in a desperate effort to save the life of Bill Edwards. Before taking off, Bennett said he would be back in less than 48 hours. This will be the first flight of its kind ever before attempted. Good luck, Dick Bennett, and speedy return.
I figure we're about halfway over, Dick. We've been out 10 hours now.
That's just about right.
We have just picked up by shortwave the information that Dick Bennett has been sighted at the coastline in the south of England. He cut inland for Quadrant, where he undoubtedly will land in a very few minutes. We will announce his arrival from the station just as soon as the news is flashed to us.
me to congratulate you.
Thank you, Sir Charles.
Here is the serum. I talked with Dr. Harvey who transatlantic phone this morning. He understands the treatment perfectly.
You don't know what this means to us, Doctor.
My contribution is very small compared with yours.
A new record in transatlantic flying was established today when Dick Bennett landed at Croydon Airport, England.
Hey, miss. They made it! They made it! They're there! They're in London! They're in England! Hey! Hey, they made it! I knew they would, you old flying fool!
Thanks for Phil, sir.
Good. Here's a weather report, sir. Terrific storm over the Atlantic, and the Air Ministry advises you wait.
We can't wait. Thank you just the same, though.
Man, you'll never do it.
That's what they told us when we left America. Goodbye, Doctor.
Goodbye, Bennett, and the best of luck.
Thank you.
Goodbye, sir. Let's bet.
Latest news of the transatlantic flyers. Dick Bennett and George Carter, who landed at Croydon after a 21-hour flight across the Atlantic, took off almost immediately, waiting just long enough to pick up the serum and refuel their plane. The takeoff was made despite warnings from the British Air Ministry of dangerous storms now raging over the Atlantic.
Look, the oil temperature's fine.
It's all right.
News bulletin. There's been no further word from Bennett and Carter.
About 13 hours, Dick. We're not making the time that we did on the trip over.
Crash! No word has been heard from Dick Bennett and Jack Carter, who are battling the elements in a desperate effort to fly back from London in time to save the life of Bill Edwards.
Using an awful lot of gas, Dick. Getting kind of low.
Maybe we better throttle back a little.
You hear that?
What?
News broadcast just says we're lost.
Maybe they're right. How long have we been out? 18 hours?
It's all right. Got some hot music here. That put the radio set out of whack.
Oh, gone I forgot Porky's teeth.
Flash, we have just learned that Washington has ordered Coast Guard cutters to render every possible service in establishing contact with Dick Bennett, who is piloting his plane through terrific storms across the Atlantic Ocean. Several Coast Guard cutters steamed out of Boston Bay this morning in a valiant effort to contact the plane.
You are listening to 2GC Australia, bringing you the latest news of the day. Ici Paris, Tour Eiffel. KDEN.
Due to heavy storms at sea, all efforts to communicate with Dick Bennett have been blocked.
To go from Croydon, England, after a record-breaking flight.
Voici la dernière nouvelle de Bennett et Carter.
No word has been received from Dick Bennett and Jack Carter. Bennett, Carter.
Amateur wireless operators are requested to stand by for possible contact with the missing plane.
Because of the unusual storm area they've encountered. Great anxiety expressed in the throughout the entire
Give me the morning news. Might as well pull up the thing. Those guys are gone now.
Take it easy, will you? Another crack like that out of you and you'll be gone.
Let me call my paper, Pokey. This thing is getting sore about it. Those guys are gone. Aren't they? Can I quote you on that?
You asked for it.
Hello? Yeah? Southfield? All ships give Bennett plane sitting down on Southfield preference. Remain in air and out the field until advised.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that? What they're telling you? They're in! They're in! You can print that.
Go away. Give me the Samaritan Hospital. Hello, let me talk to Miss Strong.
Hello. Honey, it's for you. Hello? Yes, Pokey.
Gail, they're here!
Are you sure?
Sure, I'm sure.
Oh, it's them. Get the doctor. Oh, Pokey, I'm so happy.
Happy? Well, what are you crying for? You Dame Slamey. You always cry when you're happy.
Is it really true?
They've landed. They're on their way.
Well, here they come, boys.
Hey, listen, fellas, give us a story.
Who gets this?
I'll take it, thank you.
Come on, people. Oh, come on. Be regular.
How's Bill?
There's a chance now, a big chance.
It's all right, fella. Everything's gonna be all right.
Strong thing, Doctor. Shall I get it?
Yes, just a minute.
He's conscious now and asking for it. Just a moment.
All right, old fellow. Just take it easy. You're going to be all right.
Well, what is it, fella? How about it?
How about a cup of coffee?
A cup of coffee. Well, there's the intern. You have some news. How's Bill Edwards? Give us a report.
The serum was a success.
Oh, hey, boy, get back here.
Quiet, please, quiet.
Turn that thing quiet.
Remember, you're in a hospital.
Oh,
Hey, how about a little service?
Oh, you two goofy throttle benders, you.
You Got any coffee for us, Mary?
You bet. Coming right up.
Hey, fellas. Did you read about these two are going to fly across the Atlantic Ocean and back? They'll never make it.
Wonder where he went. I see you hiding under there. Or maybe he crawled up in it. I know where he is. There he is. Whoa, sweetie. Oh. Hey, get away from that dangerous elephant. You want to get pointed? Come on now, be a good little boy. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, hey. Yoke did. I'm a taxman. Oh. Oh. Oh, your tax a mean drunk, that thing. Hey. Whoa. Oh. Oh, he's trying to tell me something. That's what it is. All right, young man. Hey, come back here. Hey, look at horse. Serpent a dragon of a hook. Oh. All right, sip 'em out. You asked for it. Yeah.
Man, making another raid. You know what we're after. Throw it out and be quick about it. All right, hand them out. That's not all. There's one more. That's fine. Yes, folks, it's
Gene Autry making another raid on your time with his Radio Rider, broadcasting from Radio Ranch. We've got to bust right into your homes with some real ranch music and singing. Nevertheless, we're going to give you some real ranch music and singing. A long, long time ago, as all you folks should know, Uncle Noah built himself an ark. For 40 days and nights, the rain was sure a fright, and the animals nearly tore his ark apart. The duck went quack, the cow went cock-a-doodle-doo. The old tomcat raised an awful row. The little pig squealed, the billy goat bang. The frog said, biggest rain we've had. Uncle Noah's ark's a madhouse now. The horses and cattle and thousands of yard. Even the long-eared jacket was there. Quack, the cow said, woof, cock-a-doodle-doo, all were there on Uncle Noah's ark. At last the sun did shine through the window bright and fine, and Uncle Noah thought it was time to land. He couldn't open the door, got his hammer on the shore, and the animals roared and growled to beat the band. The duck went crack, the cow went woof, he says cock-a-doodle-doo. The old tomcat raised an awful row. The little pig squealed, the billy goat bang, the frog said, biggest rain we've had. Uncle Noah's ark's a madhouse now. The horses, cattle, and thousands of air. Even the long-eared jacket was there. Whack! Out at you! Whoa! All were there in Uncle Noah's ark. We're now turning the microphone over to Frankie and Betsy Baxter, President and Vice President of the National Thunder Riders Club. You're on the air, kids. It's all yours.
First, I want to ask all of you to... First, I want to... Pardon the static, folks. First, I want to ask all of you to join our National Thunder Riders Club, so you can come out here to our vacation camp and see a radio broadcast put on like it should be. Riding, roping, real horses, real guns, real cowboys, all you boys.
And the girls, too.
We don't want any girls.
We do, too.
Now, in reply to your letters, boys and girls, as to how we came to select the name Thunder Riders for our club.
One
Well,
day, Frankie and I were having a horse race on the desert.
we were riding like the wind, just having a lot of fun. When all of a sudden, we heard something that sounded like a roll of thunder.
Thunder. It's gonna rain.
Rain nothing. Well, there isn't a cloud in the sky. That's from Thunder Valley. I heard it once before.
The Thunder Riders!
Call our club the Thunder Riders. The legend is a reality to Bessie and me. If we ever see those riders again, we'll sure tell you more about them.
Thank you, Frankie and Bessie. Thank you. And remember, all you kids that can't come out to the range, you can form a Thunder Riders Club in your own town and ride with us every afternoon. Just send in your name, and we'll send you a pattern so that your mother can make you a costume.
Everybody ready? You.
Here they come!
underwriters get there in time. And that's, folks, you will learn when you tune in tomorrow. Good afternoon. Radio Ranch now signing off.
Say, is our ranch becoming popular? And all on account of your broadcast. Why, our guests are coming on trains and horses and in automobiles. And now, they're arriving by airplane. You said that ranch is deserted. It's deserted, all right. What about the fortune and radium you promised us? You'll get your radium. Gentlemen, I am firmly convinced that this is the site of the buried city of Muse. And with proper excavation, we'll find more than radium. We'll find secrets that have been lost to the world for thousands of years.
Welcome to Radio Ranch, gentlemen. Quite a surprise to see a plane around here.
Beeson is my name, Professor Beeson.
I'm Gene Orchard.
Do you think that we might secure accommodation?
Sure, we can take care of you. This way, gentlemen, please. In a vine-covered shack in the mountains, bravely fighting the battle of time, is the dear one who weathered life's sorrow, is a silver-haired daddy of mine. If I could recall all the heartache, dear old daddy, I called you to that. If I could erase those lines from your face and bring back your love to your heart, if God would but grant me the power just to turn back the pages of time, I'd give all I own. Hope nobody saw you come up here. I don't want my secret laboratory discovered.
I sneaked away. So you're the one that took that caliber castle cyclometer tube that the radio engineer was looking for.
This is scientifically important to me. Look here, Chris. This shows you exactly how to make a direction finder. And I just made it.
What's a direction finder?
Well, when you hear something on the radio, it will tell you exactly what direction it's coming from. Look, I'll show you. That is, I'll show you if I made this thing right. See? It's pointing 2 degrees west of north. That means the music's coming from San Francisco. There's those funny signals again.
Frankie, look! The direction finder is standing on its head.
Just to turn back the pages of time, I give all I own if I don't bother home to that silver-haired daddy of mine. All right, I'll stretch your time. They seem to stand for anything. Okay. You know those funny signals I've been getting for the last 2 weeks? Yes. And I got them again tonight. And my direction finder says they're coming from straight down.
Hey, do you suppose there's anything to any of those books that Frankie's been reading? About a world underground with people and cities and everything?
Well, of course there's something to them. Let's go see those scientists at today. Maybe they can tell us something about it. Maybe they can. signals were coming from the center of the Earth. And I wanted you to explain it to me, Professor.
I see that you have a perfect understanding of radio beams. You probably encountered some unusual internal interference. Undoubtedly magnetic static.
Yes, but the signal sounded like human signals.
Static. Just static. However, I'll give the matter some thought and look into it further a little later.
Did you ever see anything like this? Peculiar little fellow, and
An interesting example of Antediluvian Americana. Where did you get it?
found it at the head of Thunder Valley.
Would you lead my colleagues to the spot?
Gladly.
We'd appreciate it very much.
But you'll have to get an early start. I have a broadcast at 2 o'clock, and if we miss it, you'll lose our contract. We'll say 8 o'clock.
Good.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks, Professor.
Good night. You heard everything? Autry's radio program and his team make this ranch popular. Without him, there would be nothing here to interest anyone. Tomorrow morning, when he leads Cooper and Saunders to the spot where he found that idol, your job is to see that he doesn't come back.
What's that? It must be a Moranian, a lion implant of tight tenure within.
You'll gain some strength when we get down to the 20,000-foot level.
Queen.
Did I receive your report correctly?
Yes, Your Majesty. Her Majesty is waiting. I know. Clear the way. Stand fast for the Queen's Guard.
We welcome your return.
Your Imperial Majesty, I have to report...
Silence! You are not here to report. I've seen everything. You are here to be commended for your loyalty and skill in having safely returned with your wounded comrade without once having been seen by a surface man. I do so commend you. Conduct him to the radium reviving station.
Here's the proof. And there's the bullet hole.
You perforated his oxygen tank. Evidently, they can't function on the air we breathe.
Wait, the Garden of Life.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Sound. I want to hear them.
Our next move is to get rid of our partner, Tom Baxter. With those two out of the way, Radio Ranch will soon be deserted and we'll have our discovery to ourselves. And a fortune in radium. Wouldn't it be a good idea if we explored a little today? Plenty of time, Saunders. The principal thing now is to protect our secret from spies.
Enough. Our very civilization is at stake. The lives and future of all my subjects are in jeopardy.
For my part, I should send to the Garden of Life and there capture them when they return.
No. The entrance to the Garden of Life must be destroyed. They must never be able to find it again.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty.
Proceed at once to the Garden of Life and destroy the entrance, so that no surface man may ever find it again.
Yes, Your Majesty. Alert!
You're now a full-fledged member. Be seated. We will now continue with our regular business. Has anyone any suggestions for the motto of our club? All for one and one for all.
The rescue is mine.
No, it's cool. Do a good turn, Dave. Thank you, dear. Your suggestion is a good one. But that's the Boy Scouts motto. We must have one of our own. Listen. There's that thunder sound.
That's the same sound that we heard the day we saw the thunder ride. Maybe they're riding again.
Getting your turn.
Isn't that James horse?
Something must have happened to it. Maybe the real Thunder Rider's got it. To the rescue. That's our motto. To the rescue. To the rescue. We'll scatter here. All you kids break up into parties of two. We'll search this whole country. And don't all go the same way.
50 now, right up toward Thunder Valley.
Look, a smoke signal.
It must be Gene.
There's the key to our entire situation.
Come on, help me, quick. Get the canteen, quick.
Thanks.
You feel better now?
Sure, I'm all right.
Boy, you sure had a narrow escape.
Yeah. Say, we got a broadcast at 2 o'clock. If we miss it, we'll lose our contract.
And that means you'll lose radio range.
We'll have to ride like a dick.
You and Betsy ride double.
Explain yourself, Argo.
If we can capture Gene Ortley, Radio Ranch would soon become deserted, and the end of our underground kingdom would forever remain undiscovered.
Get the captain of the Thunder Riders on the wireless telephone.
Captain of the Thunder Guards reporting.
Gene Ortley approaches Thunder Valley. Captured you.
Yes, Your Imperial Majesty. Thunder Guard, forward!
Get back, quick. Boy, it's a good thing you caught that limb.
I'll say it is.
Look, our Thunder Riders club. Come on, we'll save you.
Hurry up, throw it, Dale.
Hey, let's go over there.
Throw it, get it.
You first, Frankie. Frankie, can you make it?
Sure.
Don't be nervous. Take your time.
Gene fails to get here, we're sunk.
You said he'd be back by 1 o'clock, and here it is almost 2.
Gee, I was scared. I was afraid the rope would break. What happened, Frankie? Well, the
We'll
real
tell you
Thunder...
all about it later. We've just got time to get back to the ranch for the broadcast. If we miss it, we'll lose the contract.
And Radio Ranch.
Well, it's time to be on the air. What do we do?
It's Dean.
I thought you said you took care of Ortley. Sharp must have missed.
Radio Ranch is on the air. This is Gene Autry offering another broadcast. Let's go. Now, when I want my breeches pressed and want my clothes to look the best, I call on Oscar. That's me. I call on Oscar. I'm Oscar. And if my saddle needs some soap, I know the guy that's got the dope. I call on Pete. I'm Pete. I call on Pete. Yes, sir. Now, these two boys are my right-hand men. They prove their worth again and again. If I want more heat or electric fan, I call on Oscar. I get it. Or call on Pete. Now, when I write my girl a line and want it to get there on time, I call on Pete. I call on Pete. Or if I find by morning mail that by noon I'll be in jail, I call on Oscar. I call on Oscar. Calls on me, huh? Now, there's nothing I tell you that these fellows cannot do. If I want the moon or a star or two, I call on Oscar. That's mine. Or I call on Pete. I've been there. Now my girl has got a sister. That's Virginia wine to sister. I'll send Oscar. Or send him. Well, I'll send him. Or send Oscar. They say that she's not so pretty. She craves marriage, that's a pity. I'll send Pete. Or send him. I'll send Oscar. Let him go. She's got $1 million in salt, another $1 million in the vault. If she stays single, it ain't my fault. Let me go. I'll go, Gene. I'll go myself. All right. On with the show, folks. Yesterday when you tuned out our radio show, the Thunder Riders were riding to the rescue. Well, here's what happened after that. Cut it out. The stagecoach has been attacked. The bandits are getting chased. Why don't the Thunder Riders come to the rescue? Are coming. Run for your lives. Gee, you were swell, Daddy. You took it as real as life.
Turn over, Daddy. I'm supposed to bandage you.
He's dead.
Somebody shot him.
All blank. Don't see how any of us could have done it. Why, I can't understand.
It's all very simple. Your rifle was loaded.
Are you insinuating that I shot my partner?
If you'd like to order additional menu
of
items,
course not.
you may hit the flight attendant call
But you'll
button
have to
at any
admit
time
that this is a
and
case
we'll
for
be
the sheriff.
Oh, Gene, we know you didn't kill him, Dad.
Thanks.
But everybody says you did. And the sheriff's coming to take you to town.
That's what worries me. If they lock me up, I'll never be able to discover the real murder.
His guns are over his flank. He would shoot you anyway. You promise?
Help!
What is it?
Gene Autry attacked me from behind in the chase. There he goes! He's the man who killed Baxter.
Get some horses and take after him.
Gene Autry.
Yes, Your Majesty.
At your service, Your Majesty.
Lieutenant, Gene Autry is now at a shack in Thunder Canyon. Lead your riders there and capture him. Remember, if you fail, you home urania, and your life becomes forfeit. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Just a minute, Lieutenant, and you'll see the exact location of the shack. Transfer the view of the shack to the Thunder Guard screen.
Very good, Your Majesty.
Under guard, alert!
Gene!
Even long your jacket was there.
For a minute.
Well, welcome back to the flight deck. We're getting close to our destination, so we're going to start doing our prep here. We're going to be descending on the Grizzly 7 arrival for the RNAV runway 08 left, which is kind of the primary going on right now. We do have ATC up, Vancouver Center's online, so is Vancouver Ground. Just going to see if there's an update to the weather since we've slid past the top of the hour. No update, so we'll put the latest weather up. Looks like the winds are strengthening. They did have a little bit of light rain about an hour ago. 18 gusting 29, so we're going to add 5 to our approach speed just for those gusts. They're pretty significant. Cloud bottoms look to be about 3,800 feet with a couple layers up to 6,000 and 7,600. It's a little bit warm, 0.9 degrees, and just turned into a bit of a low pressure, hence all the clouds and stuff that we got going there. So we're going to set in our altimeter 2977. Information Echo is active out of Vancouver right now, and they've said they're using 08 as the arrival and departure runways, with left being priority for arrivals and right being priority for departures. So we'll come down now to the MCU. We're going to go into our reference here. We're going to get ready for our approach. It'll be a 40 landing at a flat speed, so 129. We're going to, with the +5 wind correction, we're going to add another 5 to that anyway, and we're going to go up at 139. So we're going to just go here for a +10 on the wind correction, and that should set us up nicely there. Course for the runway is 83 degrees. We'll set that up here. There we go. I'm going to tune in the CYVR VOR 1159. We're going to put that over here. 1159. that in there. Should be a VOR. Why we're getting an error there. Oh, there we go, VOR. There we go, put the VOR in there. ILS frequency we do not have to worry about, as it is an RNAV, but we'll leave that blank in case they switch us over to the ILS on 08 right. And we're going to set up here 133.7 is the frequency for center. Once we're on them, we'll switch to 121.7, which is the frequency for ground. We're coming up for top of descent, so we're going to set our descent down to 3,000 feet. Should take us all the way down. There we go. We'll leave the heading in case we need it for something else, if they give us vectors or anything like that. Seem to be doing pretty good. We're almost at our top of descent. She should start down on her own. And we don't actually contact the controller until we just crossing over the border, which will be around the this point over here. The TATGO VOR. But they may ding us a little bit before that. There we go, engines into retard. We have our descent profile coming up now, and we are starting down. We're still on 122.8. Vancouver area traffic, Skyways 3037, departing flight level 380 for the Grizzly 7 arrival into Vancouver.
Please review and complete these forms and keep them with you
And
for presentation upon arrival.
Tango is 54 miles from Ilsa, for leaving flight level 3, correction 400 for 3,000. Then the Grizzly 7 arrival, or nav 8 left, and slowing back to 70 for liberation. Thank you.
Oh, look at you and your flight level 400. No wonder you had no wind up there. Clear sailing in the 4000s. Alright, so we're currently on the arrival. We're on our way into Ilsa. I'm going to pop our range out to 80 miles now. So we crossed the border just before TATGO. But I'm sure I was just going to say my sim is frozen, but I was still hearing sound, so I wasn't saying a word. I was just being nice and quiet. Wait for it to come back in. Alright, so the destination, whether we've attained arrival data, has been set. Landing elevation for Vancouver is 0 feet, so we'll crank that down. It is the airport at sea level. There we go, 0 feet, landing elevation set. Radios are set. Localizer ILS frequency and course is set. Wing and engine anti-ice. We'll watch for warnings, but we'll leave it as it is. MCP is set up, 3,000 feet descent altitude, and we're RNAV VNAV. Altimeter 2977 for when we hit transition. Minimums for the RNAV on 08 left under LNAV, VNAV straight in. 329 is our decision heights for today. Make sure that's on Barrow, and we'll dial 329. VOR there. There we go. 329 is set. Approach and missed approach. On the missed approach, we're going to climb straight ahead to 480 feet on a heading of 083. I'll dial that in now just in case I need it. And then we're going to make a left turn to 3500 to Oknos. Is set. Then we climb 084 degrees to the UPK VOR, which is 1124. Well, we'll dial that in. 11240. We'll flip that up. So that's a VOR up there for our missed approach. You can see the YVR VOR. I don't want that on EDF, I want that on VOR. And there's the other VOR coming in as well. Auto brake is set to 2. And we'll transition at 18,000 feet. In fact, we're on the egret transition to grizzly arrival. To the animals find being out there that you find out there, the grizzly bears and egrets, which I think are a type of eagle or baby eagles or something. Clouds are building up. OAT's 24 minus. So I think when we hit the clouds, we will go into the anti-ice. So we're getting a fairly consistent, solid cloud cover out here. Things up a little bit. So it's going to get gloomy again under the clouds. We do have some minimums. We have at egret, we have to be at 280 knots and between 12 and 10,000 feet, or 10 and 12,000, depending on which way you want to read it. There's egret there. And the restrictions in. Below 12, above 10. So we'll see where the system puts us. 25,000 feet. Put the seatbelts on, get everyone seated in the back. Allow the crew to prep for landing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Please return to your seats and fasten your seatbelt.
So there's the final course, the YPK VOR. I've got it dialed in there. We do not have a course dialed in for the YVR. I'm just using that as a distance measurement. Well, I guess we could put in 295, which is the heading. We'll be heading it to it from Tadco. Just to give us the line there, you can see. An egret? I don't know. They're a bird of some sort, Kevin. I remember that much. There's the clouds starting to come up. So, given that we are minus 16 and it has been raining here, there's a lot of moisture in the air. We'll throw all the anti-ice on. 3.5 tons in fuel. We are good there. Cabin is depressurizing nicely. Once we hit egret, we'll switch over to Vancouver unless they call us first. Oh yeah, the DC-6 got an update. Maybe. Well, good luck, Nick. Seems weird it would affect your controls, though. But who knows the way these things work. Oh, they're herons, Kevin? Okay. Heron-ish. And there's Vancouver. Vancouver Center, Skyways 3037 with you, descending flight level 185, 1 mile out from Pizzy on the Grizz 7 arrival for the RNAV 08 right. We have Echo for Vancouver.
Skywest 3037, welcome Squawk 0710.
Squawk 0710, Skyways 3037. What did it say? 0710?
Vancouver, good afternoon. WestJet 19 Tango, inbound Pizzy and flight level 212. WestJet 19 Tango, Vancouver Center, Squawk 0743. 0743 for WestJet 19 Tango, and we have Echo on board, or Fox on board, by the way. Roger. Skywest 3037 identified, runway 08 right, Vancouver altimeter 2975. You can expect the RNAV runway 08 right, NACMA transition.
Roger, expecting the RNAV 08 right, NACMA transition, and yep, Skyways 3037.
Skywest 3037, descend 10,000.
Descending 10,000, Skyways 3037.
Roger.
Alright, 10,000 for descent. That's our limit at egret anyway. Alright, so we're through 18,000, so there's the altimeter.
And WestJet 19 Tango confirmed squawking 0743. Oh, apologies, 0743 for WestJet 19 Tango.
We're into the clouds now.
WestJet 19 Tango identified, runway 08 left, Vancouver altimeter 2975. You can expect the RNAV Zulu, runway 08 left, NACMA transition. Expecting RNAV Zulu, 08 left, and QNH is, could you repeat the QNH please, for WestJet 19 Tango? Yeah, it's 2975. 2975, thank you very much, WestJet 19 Tango. Skywest 3037, just so you're aware, the international gates are located on the 8 left side if you want a shorter taxi.
No, that's fine. We'll stick with 8 right and taxi across the field.
Roger.
Alright, so we're going to come down here. He's giving us the transition.
WestJet 19 Tango, descend 12,000.
We're not going to be on vectors.
12,000 for WestJet 19 Tango.
So we're going to come into the next waypoint here, which is NACMA to Ekram. We're going to actually do the RNAV box. So we're going to grab MCAM, we'll go back and insert that there. So that is going to give us the square box on the RNAV. No vectors. fine. We're going to go into speed intervention here. We're going to set 270 as our speed. Just kind of hold there. It wants us at 280, but that's fine. We'll hold that until 11,000, then we'll come down to 250.
Westjet 19 Tango, say speed. Currently indicating max 51 hour 260 knots.
Westjet 19 Tango, roger, maintain 250 knots.
250 knots for Westjet 19
Tango. 280. I'm going to hold out towards Tango.
Skywest 3037, maintain 250 knots.
250 knots for Skyways 3037. Haul out here. We got a 10,000
Air 035 Heavy, Vancouver Center.
limit
Good day.
here
Welcome
at
aboard.
TATGO, which is why we're not really
Skywest
descending.
3037, proceed direct NACMA, descend 3000.
Direct NACMA, descend 3000, Skyways 3337. Yeah. Alright. 3000 is in. Doing a level change, and we are now going to go down here, next page, oh, no, back, direct to
Jet 19 Tango, descend 8000.
Descend 8000 towards Jet 19 Tango.
Just cutting off that little bit there.
Number Center, very good day. United 280, level 280. We just got our transponder fixed. Mark that decimal 7 on our currently.
Last station calling, say again.
It's the United 280 at level 380. We just got our transponder fixed and expecting a full code.
United 280, Vancouver Center, squawk 0736.
0736 coming up from United.
There's 10,000 feet coming up, so landing lights can go on, turn-off lights can go on.
We have begun our final descent into Vancouver.
Westjet 19 Tango through 10,000, speed 230 knots.
Logo light is on.
Or 10,000, speed 230.
Ding in the back.
Carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
And Vancouver Center, 327, requesting descent.
Chinook 327, leaving my airspace. Surveillance services terminate. Monitor on route frequencies 122.8. Have a good flight.
Alright, we're going to set our
monitor
frequency 121.7.
for Chinook 327.
That's ground in Vancouver. They're still up.
JetBlue 1695, runway 08 left in Vancouver. Vancouver altimeter 2975. When ready to descend 14,000. Expect the RNAV Zulu, runway 08 left, VIN low transition.
We're going to come over here to vertical speed. I'm going to extend ourselves out. We don't want to be down at 3,000 too early.
Yeah, JetBlue 1695, you can expect the RNAV Zulu, runway 08 left, VIN low transition, Vancouver altimeter 2975, when ready to descend 14,000.
Alright, when we're ready down to 14,000, expecting the RNAV Zulu, 8 left, VIN low transition for JetBlue 1695.
It's a little bit better. We can speed that to 240. That will allow us to get all the way down to
Vancouver
flaps
Center,
5.
no, Leipzig 8904 heavy, it's level 390.
Leasing Air 8904, Vancouver Center.
So
good
cabin
day.
pressure is good, landing lights are on, road turn off lights are on, logo lights are on, seatbelt signs are on. Now, of course, frequencies are done, speed brakes coming in. We're not going to need...
And Lexing Air 8904, when ready to descend, flight level 240.
We can arm our speed brakes.
Descent level 240, Leipzig 8904 heavy.
When we get closer to NACMA, we'll go into approach mode, which will put us into the RNAV tracking.
WestJet 19 Tango, speed 210 knots.
210 for WestJet 19 Tango.
And WestJet 19 Tango, descend 4,000.
And descend 4,000, WestJet
Flaps 1. Flaps 2, speed check. And flaps 5.
United 280, identified, welcome aboard.
Thank you for that, United 280.
Skywest 3037, maintain 230 knots until NACMA, via NACMA cleared the RNAV, runway 08 right.
Maintain 230 till NACMA, and then that NACMA cleared for the RNAV 08 right, Skywest 3037. Speed coming back. I know Kevin got a little bit of slowdown, so keeping our space between us. I'm running live weather, Nick, and it did give us multiple layers. I think it was 7,600, 60-something hundred, and then a broken layer at 3,800, which we seem to be in the bottoms of here. So it's not too bad. It's fairly accurate. I can see down to the water, but we're still mucking through the bottom of the clouds here.
Heavy leaving my airspace. Anchorage is offline. Surveillance services terminate. Monitor on route frequency. Good day.
There we go. 4,300, starting to see the bottom a little bit hanging down. So yeah, I'd say it's looking fairly accurate. Flaps 10 is 210 knots. After NACMA, we'll go 205 and go flaps, or we'll go to 200 and flaps 10. A little bit of shipping out there. 1,000 to go. Yeah, I had a weird one the other day where it didn't seem to load in properly as well. I'm not sure. Kevin's had a couple of issues as well. Alright, everything is looking good. There's that bottom of the cloud layer. "10 degrees is the outside air temperature, so all the anti-ice can now come off. Cleared for the RNAV. No one else around at the moment. There are a few aircraft in the area coming in, as we heard, but it's just Kevin behind us. So we'll make sure to expedite our departure. You can see now that we've added the transition in instead of vectors to the RNAV point. We're just going to maintain it, direct around. Then we got about a 5-mile run from Emka out to our descent point. It's going to be a 3.04 degree flight glide path angle. Getting some rain here. Just dragging the bottom of the clouds here at 3,000 feet.
WestJet 19 Tango, descend 3,000 via NACMA, cleared the RNAV Zulu, runway 08 left.
Descend 3,000, cleared
Looks like
RNAV.
she's starting to close in a little bit again.
08 left for WestJet 19 Tango.
After the MEDAR came out, definitely got some rain moving in. Or moving out. I guess the winds are coming from behind us at the moment. Here's our turn. Alright, everything is looking good there. We're going to come back over to our
November 34 Tango Foxtrot, Vancouver Center, reach you 5.
Winds are pretty good. We still got those gusts. We're going to keep that extra 5 knots. 129. We'll go, yeah, 134. Should be fine. That turn, we're going to bring the speed back to 185. And we're now in approach mode. FAC and glide path are armed. Final approach course coming in. Below 200 knots, flaps 10. Speed checked. There's the airport. Yeah, just make it out ahead. See the faint Hampton Mountains off past
Go with 3037, I see you lining up for the left side. Is that your intention?
Roger, was the RNAV 08 left, correct?
Yeah, you did tell me you wanted the right side.
Oh, I did? Sorry, I don't remember doing that. I was planned for the left all along. We'll keep on the left if it's available.
Cleared to land, runway 08 left.
Sorry about that. Cleared to land, 08 left.
WestJet 19 Tango, maintain 190 knots.
What's maintain 190 knots?
Final approach course is armed and locked. Glide path is coming in. Sure, maybe I got confused. And there's the glide path. Right, 165 on the speed. Flaps 15, gear down. Yeah, I know. He said, "Do I want to take right because the international gates are on that side?" And I said, "No, I'll stick with the left." I thought that's what I said. I might have got it mixed up. Could have been me, or misheard what he was saying. It's okay. We're cleared in for 08 left. Alright, there's 1,500 feet coming up, so 129 plus 5, 134 is set. 150 knots, flaps 30, and
WestJet 19 Tango, maintain 160 knots until Beckham, your number 2 behind a Boeing 737. Vancouver winds 100 at 23, gusting 31, clear to land, runway 08 left.
Just maintain 160 until Beckham, number 2 behind the skybase, and clear to land 010.
it's 1,000 feet, flaps full. Alright, lights are on.
Echo Center,
Cabin is notified.
886, holding short, 8 right, ready to go.
Gear down, 3 green,
Air
speed brakes
transit
armed,
886,
auto
line
brakes
and wait,
set.
runway 08 right, be ready for an immediate departure.
No cautions.
Line up and wait and immediate departure, preparing for immediate departure, Air Transit 886.
Gusts. .500. I have control. Somebody turned the lights on down there.
Approaching minimums.
A little high. We have visual.
Minimums.
Landing. Wind, 30 knot wind.
100.
Air Transit 886, contact me airborne, Vancouver winds 100 at 23, gusting 31, clear takeoff runway 08 right.
Clear for takeoff 08 right, contact you airborne, Air Transit 886.
Alright, 60 knots.
Skywest 3037, right when able, contact ground 121.7, good day.
Right when able, 121.7, Skyways 3037. Sorry about the confusion. Have a good day.
And it's currently about 9 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying with us.
We're off at Mike 3.
Air Transit 886 airborne.
Air Transit 886,
Vancouver Center 133.7, have a good flight.
133.7, WestJet 362, thanks very much. You have a good night too.
Alright, so flaps up, speed brakes disarmed, lights retracted, we're going to turn off lights off, taxi light on. No, I'll leave that there. That's not what I want. This is start up the APU. Wait for the signal, and there she is. APU start, and our strobes are now off. Vancouver ground, Skyways 3037. Good afternoon. Looking for taxi down to gate 18 on the south side.
Skyway 1337, Vancouver. Correction, Highway 3037, Vancouver ground. Welcome to Vancouver. Gate 18, taxi. Correction, gate 18 is currently occupied. Would you like 17?
Yeah, anything down in that area is fine.
All right, gate 17 taxi, Mike Juliet, Hotel Golf Apron, your discretion.
Mike Juliet, Hotel Golf Apron, my discretion for gate 17, Skyways 3037. Alright, so let's get down there. We're going to take the first right, which will be Mike. View mode here. So read all those taxi signs. There's Kevin coming in. Oh, come on. Didn't want to get around there. So my wish list for this year has new rudder pedals. Probably going to go, I've seen the new Honeycomb ones. I've read some reviews. There's some things I'm not that happy with. So I think I'm going to go with the Thrustmaster pendulum ones, since I do a lot of stick and rudder flying as well. Get a good set of pedals. Not sure when that'll be. Alright, there's pop-up. We want the next one, which is down at the end of the terminal here. Nice view with Kevin coming in. Yeah, Nick, the only problem is they're $800. A little bit pricey, so I don't know. Maybe I'll treat myself this summer with them. There's that WestJet. Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. And you've sung their praises, so I'm happy happy with that. Okay, here's Juliet. We'll get around the corner here. We're going to follow this basically all the way down to Hotel. Let me go. We've done this taxi route before. For Aurora, that's where we are. The gates are down at the south end, so that's where we end up going. There's somebody taking off. I think that was an Air Transat, if I heard him right. So big news, Porter made its inaugural flight at the end of January, and it's jets. They're a well-known Q400 operator out of the Island Airport here in Toronto, the one out in the harbor, flying, flights around to the East Coast,
Vancouver ground, good.
New York State, and New England, and you know, Quebec and stuff. But now
Okay,
they've
1 out of
got,
Tango, welcome to Vancouver. You can take gate 78 taxi, Mike Tango, 8 Vancouver discussion.
they now have
Taxi gate 78, Mike Tango.
E175E2s. I think they're the first operator in North America for them, and they're flying out of Pearson. And they did their inaugural flight to Ottawa. I think their initial flights are going to be Toronto to Montreal, Toronto to Ottawa, but they're going to be expanding. Not sure the range of those things, but I'm assuming you can do 3 or 4 hours, which would put them out towards Calgary and most of the eastern U.S. So that's good. Oh, and the other thing is no middle seats in that airplane. It's either an aisle or a window. So don't have to worry about getting smushed in the middle. Plus the porter always gives you a slightly better cabin, so nice, you know, nice seating quality and stuff like that. So maybe one day I'll have to go give them a try. I've flown their Q400s up to Ottawa a couple times. And always happy with their service. It'd be nice if we had to switch over to South Apron here. Apparently there's an aircraft in gate 18, which is the one I was heading for. That's the one we left from last time when we flew to Denver. So tomorrow we're doing a Ward Air flight. We're leaving out of Puerto Vallarta and we're heading to Toronto. We'll start at 1400 Zulu. Hope to see you there. We're flying the A310 in Ward Air colors. And then on Sunday I have a meeting at noon, my time, local, 1700 Zulu. But we're going to start a freighter series. I'll be flying the A310 freighter, and that will be a shortish flight, but it's just to kick off the series. So probably maybe 1930 Zulu-ish, no later than 20. The flight's only about an hour and a half. We're just heading to Germany. It'll be multiplayer, so we don't have to worry too much about VATSIM, so it can be a little bit more loose. And yeah, we're going to do the do cargo runs. Now they're going to be connected routes that are basically, for the most part, going to take us out of the cargo terminal at Stansted. And although these are Fly UK routes, I'm not doing it Fly UK because I don't want to spend 9 hours on VATSIM. But we're going to fly it anyway, and a lot of them take us around the world, so we'll be going a multi-leg circuit of the globe, basically. So I hope you'll join us for that one. Here's hotel, and then we're going to make the first left here, which is Gulf. And then we're on to the ramp. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pick up the new FS traffic and not use it for traffic, but I'm gonna use the models just to see how we do with model matching and everything. So I'll have the FS LTL and the FS traffic models all in here. I've removed the AIG ones. I just wasn't able to keep them updated. Alright. Jump back in here. Here's gate 20. Killer taxi light. There's 19. There's 18. And 17. Pull up to our spot here. The 737s. Pretty much the A320s. Looks good right there. So in we get parking brake. Oop, let's get our proper view here. Parking brake will go on. And there we are. So let's come down here to our menu. Actions. We'll get our chocks in. Well, good to hear you got it fixed, Nick. Did you? Are you available this weekend? You going to join us Saturday or Sunday? That's the view I want. All right, we're on ground power now. So ground power is set. Logo lights will come off. We'll leave those lights on. Anti-collision light is on. Everything else is set. We have power to the aircraft. Power coming off. Seatbelts out. Signs can come off. Anti-collision lights off. Fuel pumps are all coming off. View heaters and that can come off. And the APU will go off.
The boarding requested.
Let's go with Strategic Aviation Canada. There we go. Now start deboarding. We'll change our view here. We'll come around to the sunny side. All right, so that's going to do it for today, guys.
The boarding side.
I'm not sure about Tuesday. They're trying to arrange a board meeting at the museum for Tuesday. I'm not sure what time. It may be that it will not be happening. I don't know yet. But we are definitely doing the DC-3s on Wednesday. And we'll be back on Aurora on next Friday. So, should all be good there. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for flying. Details for tomorrow's flight will be posted in the Discord shortly. And we will see you all on the next one. Take care. Kevin, thanks for flying with us. Dark, sorry you had those issues. And Nick, look forward to flying with you next week. Take care. Bye for now.